All 5 heroes get a brand new skin, and we also get a brand new XL scenery. The theme this season is the Frosty Age, so this is basically a full winter theme. The first skin we get is the Grand Warlock. You can get this one by purchasing the December Gold Pass. This skin is a golden skin, and honestly for a gold pass skin it looks really cool. I really like the colors of this skin and the white hair. He also has a beautiful owl, it's called the Ice Owl. Furthermore, we have a few magic stones floating around him. The only thing that looks a bit strange to me is the eyes. They are so big, like he is shocked the entire time. For the selection animation, I love how much detail Supercell put into this. You can see the Warden creating this magic with his hands. Because of that, all the colors start showing up and the all flies to him. Moving on to the pose animation, it's really cool. His all starts flying around him and he does something with his hands that creates this blue effect. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it looks awesome. When you deploy him in the battle, he has this cool deploy animation. And what I really like about his attack animations is you can see the stones floating and coming together at the moment he hits something. And after that you even see his all. When he gets knocked out, he keeps lifting the stones and you can see on his face that he's completely exhausted. These are one of the best animations I've ever seen for a gold pass skin. It really feels like a legendary skin, but I cannot wait to show you the new scenery. But first, the new King skin, the Awakened King. This is a legendary skin and will be released on December the 5th. One of my favorite King skins is the Ghost King, but honestly this one might be even better. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyways, what I really like is the sword with the glowing effect. And his face also looks really cool with the blue eyes. When you select him, he gets up, grabs his sword and just goes wild with his sword. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. For the pose animation, you get this circle around him that shows how strong he is. And I'm a huge fan of this. When you deploy him, he has a pretty similar deploy animation to the Warden, but not only that, it also has this really cool visual effect when he is walking, as if he's walking in the snow. I also like his animation where he smashes buildings. Moreover, when he hits something, you get this really cool visual effect. I will put it in slow-mo for you, but for me, it looks like ice is breaking. When the king gets knocked out, it's not the best animation. This could have been better in my opinion. Next up is the Blizzard Queen. This is a legendary skin and will be released on December the 7th. And to be honest, this is the first skin I'm not a fan of. I really don't like the hair. It looks like spikes. However, the ice bow is really nice. But come on, fix that hair. Guys, you have to pay attention to this. The selection animation is crazy. They literally let the queen shoot out this. For the pose animation, you get these little visual effects, and when you tap on her, she throws a snowflake into the air and shoots it apart. When attacking, we don't get to see much of her bad hair. Aside from that, the arrow animation looks nice, and when she hits something, we also get to see a little snowflake. And when the queen dies, the knockout animation is actually pretty funny with that weird movement she makes, but that's my opinion. Moving on, we also get a new skin for the Minion Prince called the Frost Prince. This will be another legendary skin and will be released on December the 9th. Yikes guys, what a Minion Prince. He is very big now and he makes me think of a Yeti. I think that's where they got the inspiration from. I also find it very cool that they added snowballs and they even have a mouth. Because when you select him, he starts screaming with his mouth and even the snowball's mouth opens too. When you attack, you can also see his weapon and his hit animation. It looks pretty cool. Just a bit strange with those snowballs flying around, but overall it's quite fun to watch. When he gets knocked out, he falls on the ground like a Yeti and his head still moves a bit. It's nothing crazy, but it's a fun knockout animation. I cannot wait to show you the scenery, but first we have one more skin to go through. The Explore Champion. This skin will be released on December 11th. But this skin looks very different from all other skins. It looks nice, but it feels like it's from a completely different set, which is a bit disappointing for me because I always like to have an entire set. Regardless, the skin is alright. They changed her spear into something I've no clue what it's supposed to be, and she has red hair now, which I'm really not a fan of, but overall the outfit itself looks really cool. Fire is really the theme here, because when you select her, she starts spinning around with her weapon and you can see all this fire. Also, when you look at her, his pose animation does the same thing. The weapon shoots out fire again, and I really like the fire animations. That's also something you really see in the attack animation. She kind of throws these fire spears and they actually come out of her weapon. So I assume this is a dragon then. The ability is also just a big fireball, which is super cool for this fire skin. And when she gets knocked out, it's nothing phenomenal in my opinion. She just shakes her head a bit and that's it. But now it's time to show you the XL scenery. This one will already come out on December the 3rd. It's called the Frosty Age scenery. Boom, what a big castle. And outside the castle there's mainly a lot of snow, which I like because it keeps everything a bit separate. But let's start on the left side and go clockwise. To start, you can already see there's a lot of snow and there's a path that goes straight to the gate. There are also two of those things down here. They are basically big vents that blow cold air straight up. And right here you can see this massive mammoth skeleton completely frozen in the ice. Next to that we also have two barbarian statues and in the middle of them is the gate. And from there you can walk to this cool little area that's under the iceberg. On the right side we also have something you can walk into. I don't know what it is, but it would be interesting to see what's inside. But now let's talk about the best part of this scenery, the Easter eggs. On the left side there are goblins lying in the snow and it looks like they are enjoying it. On the right side we've got a hog rider smashing ice blocks. And at the bottom we have a funny little snowball fight going on. If you like this video, you will also love this video where I ranked every scenery from worst to best.